Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and Fox News host Harris Faulkner just destroyed the left's narrative, calling Donald Trump a racist after what happened with the Association of Black Journalists. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. And if you're not watching us on YouTube, please take a second. Type in that address you see down there in the lower left-hand corner. No, I'm sorry, it's your right-hand corner, isn't it? Where it says youtube.com/@ExplainAmerica. Put that in your search bar. Subscribe to us for free. That helps us keep bringing the pro-conservative news to the people. Harris Faulkner took to the airwaves on Fox News after an ambush on Donald Trump at the National Association of Black Journalists this week. Now, Harris Faulkner was one of the people who was on stage to question Mr. Trump, and she recounted how it was just hostile. There was no, hey, glad the assassination attempt didn't work, glad you're still here, we have some tough questions for you, how are you doing, hello, anything. It was right into the questions. They were all racial questions, and it was an ambush attack. Anybody who watched it can see that. Well, Harris Faulkner, not only did she say, that it wasn't right what happened to Trump, she said a lot of people there actually were applauding and laughing with Trump and were enjoying it. And were enjoying him giving it right back to them. Now, I thought he looked awesome, personally. And I think this whole nonsense over what race is Kamala Harris doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. She's a communist, as far as I'm concerned. That's what matters. I want you to watch Harris Faulkner hit this takedown and let me know what you think in the comments.
All right, and Harris Faulkner joins us right now, I believe, in Chicago. Harris, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Yes.
Good morning. Yes, I'm still here. And, I'm watching that back. And those moments yesterday, the audio and technical problems that we were having per the NABJ and ABC News were really, really frustrating. And I'm watching that back and I'm seeing that we were able to, at some points, the former president and I have a conversation. So much of what America is focused on today and so much of what that started with all that emotion and the gotcha moments from the interviewer who was seated directly to his left, has really overtaken the fact that we had an opportunity to talk with a president who walked into a racial storm yesterday. There were journalists, activists, whatever you want to call people, who let their politics show, who wanted the NABJ to rescind its offer to have the 45th president of the United States come and sit. They had also invited Joe Biden, and he had said yes, but he's not on the ticket anymore. They've also invited Kamala Harris. Finally, yesterday, after some reported back and forth about her schedule, so on and so forth, she'll do something via satellite. And I know she's attending Representative Sheila Jackson Lee's funeral today, but NABJ is several days. It's 5 days, Wednesday through Sunday. So that has been worked out. But all of that I say because there were protesters who were forecast to come, and then the internal stuff that was going on.
Right.
He walks out on stage and not a greeting to acknowledge it's been 18 days at that point since you survived an assassination attempt. We're going to ask you tough questions, but Mr. President, welcome, and we're glad you're still here.
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't take much to show humanity, and in that moment I was so disappointed that that didn't happen. I couldn't control it, but it got things off to an emotional start, and you and I both know that once that happens and you're interviewing someone, there is an agenda. And I'm glad you guys played a clip of that, because America and the journalists in the room, who, by the way, sat and listened, some were laughing along with the president, little jokes and quips he was making. There were some critical in the audience, too. But it was expressed respectfully. There was a way to have taken some of the energy out of that moment, though, with that reporter. And what I would say to anyone who's going to be discussing race, while the left is playing the race card mightily, take the air out of the balloon a little bit and let things cool down by saying, look, I'm willing to discuss anything with you, but if you show me disrespect, if we can't have mutual respect, then it's up to you if you want me to get up and leave.
Yeah.
It's all on you. You've got the control. And boom, take it down. But what the president did say yesterday was he really made some points on the economy. He made points on the border. But the race comments, they have been tough. And I don't know, Ainsley, I don't know, and Steve, that people are going to vote on the color of their skin and the hair texture this time around. This is about money. The color is green. Mm-hmm. And so when candidates are talked with, it's worth saying, let's concentrate, no matter who's in the room. I mean, come on, black communities aren't hit by the economy. Of course they are. So let's focus in on that, I think, in terms of how do we empower the voters to know the information that they need to know when they go to vote as early as September 6th in a couple of the battleground states.